Mic check, mic check. What's up, y'all? Bitcoin is at $20,000 today. I want to do a quick video just off the rip, unplanned. I'm sitting here in the kitchen, got the little lapel mic on. Hope the audio is good. Talking about Bitcoin, the market in general. I have some videos coming out about this, but you know, they're kind of in the backlog. I have an editor that does that. You see me out and about. But I wanted to get, it is a, Tuesday? Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? Tuesday, June 28th. I believe today, Bitcoin is sitting right around $20,000. It did dip under for a little bit, right? So we did break the 20K threshold. Ethereum is around 1,200 bucks. Then all of your altcoins are, you know, in the dumpster. So I'm going to talk about some of what I'm doing here real quick before my next meeting. Investing a ton in the crypto called OMI, eComi. I'll throw that up on the screen, I think. And HBAR, which is Hedera. So Hedera is a token. I'll shoot some actual videos on this. Hedera is a token that is kind of has a consortium of companies behind it for really, truly, I want to say democratizing payments, but they're creating a platform and an ecosystem that is trusted, right? So their whole thing is trust, right? How do you have an ecosystem that can efficiently move millions and millions and possibly even trillions of dollars, right? When you think of the global economy through trusted partners, right? No matter what you feel about the current way that the world works, you know, Bitcoin is not going to be the thing that transacts. Bitcoin is a really interesting and cool store of value, and I think it has solidified its place as that. But no one is ever going to say, hey, we need to move trillions and trillions and roll through trillions and trillions of dollars worth of transactions in a day and use Bitcoin for that. It's just not efficient for that. It never will be, nor does it need to be. That's fine. It is just one implementation of blockchain technology. Hedera is another implementation of blockchain technology in the crypto space that I think will do a much better job of solving that problem. But really, this video isn't about HBAR or Hedera. It really is about what you should be doing right now in these really trying times. There's a lot of things going on right now in the world. You know, there is the war, which kind of has taken a backdrop due to the recent Supreme Court decision. Those are two really, really big things. A lot of people are coping with and dealing with kind of, you know, their place in this world. And something that I always try to do is, regardless of what is happening in the greater macroeconomic or political environment, give a reasoned approach to creating positive outcomes, right? By no means will having money supersede a lack of rights or anything like that, but it is one tool in the tool belt that I do know how to control, and I want to share that knowledge with you. So all that being said, now is the time to be buying. I think I talked about this in a video I just posted before, but really had this on my heart today. I think just thinking about, you know, the world and, you know, what are the things that I can do, and, you know, honestly was kind of just stressing out myself. I'm always stressing out in general, but just thinking about my next moves. Just opened up an LLC for trading because I missed out on a lot of tax efficiency last year due to all the trading that I did. If you follow me there, obviously getting back into YouTube, doing this, gonna be posting a lot more. So one of the things that we can do is, on a very micro level, control where we're investing our time and where we're investing our money, right? Time and money. And then where we're investing our emotions. Thirdly, but we'll just talk about time and money in this video. So spend your time researching companies. Everything is in the dumpster right now. Everything is on sale. Everything is a bargain. You know, SoFi is a company on the equity side that I was you know, buying up. You know, unfortunately, like everybody else, it's crashed. I think its stock price is under $6 right now. But I do actually believe in the long-term upside of that company. And so I've been buying more shares, you know, under the $6 mark. I've been accumulating shares of SoFi. You know, other industries to look at could be oil, solar. You know, think about when we move out of this economic collapse that we're in. We're starting to collapse. I don't think we've actually found the bottom yet. The S&P is, you know, the market's still open right now, so we're still downside today. But I don't think we found the bottom. But when we do find the bottom and the fire's finished burning, you know, what is the next phase of a global economy going to look like, right? I do think that crypto, for one, definitely has a place there. I think that while we're seeing a lot of layoffs right now from mortgage companies, right, think about lending. Lending in general is going to change. It's going to shift massively. We've already seen, companies like Better, SoFi, I think lending.com or whatever that company is, all of these online lenders, it's only going to become more efficient, faster. The tokenization of assets is also a thing that I think will accelerate. Right now, there's no real good or useful implementation of that. People have done it, but it's not really, again, good or useful. I think we will see these things actually come into fruition. The problem that a lot of people have, especially retail investors, is the waiting period, right? If it takes you 5 years, say you have an investment that nets you 10,000% in 5 years, but the first 4.5 years is flat or 1%, and then it spikes, right? That is very often what it is like to buy and hold. And now I'm not saying that you should do that and only invest in things that are flat for 5 years and spike, but for your big bets, right? The things that are truly big bets and that can change, exponentially change your life and your financial future, that is what it will look like, right? You're investing in the S&P 500 that returns you 8 to 10% on average year over year. That's your retirement account. That's smart to do. You should do it. I'll always advocate for that. It's a percentage of your income where you should always pay yourself, and you should always create that financial future stability by doing that, right? Then there's also a portion of your income that you need to be basically investing in your short-term future, right? Investing in yourself, betting on yourself, right? Betting on your picks, and try and get those big returns. This should not be YOLOs, but if you take $500 here, $1,000 here, and try to 10x that, it's a great idea. Turning 1K into 10K and then throwing that in your 401K, that's a great idea, okay? You know what I'm saying? So always be looking for big bets. There are gonna be so many millionaires, multimillionaires created on the other side of this economic downturn, and that's something I always have to think about myself. All of the big next 10x, 100x plays are gonna be on the other side of the environment we're in right now. So don't blow all your money. Don't, get so down in the dumps that you're not doing research, keeping your ear to the ground, go network, find people who are trying to move, find people who are trying to, look for ways to maneuver through this economic environment and figure out what the next version of this environment is going to look like. I've only got 5 minutes left. I gotta jump on this meeting, so I'm gonna wrap this video up. But if I had to summarize this, again, time needs to be spent head down reading. That's something, there's no really cliche way to say it, but when people ask me how I'm able, I don't know how I'm able, but just where do I find stuff? I just spend a lot of time at my desk just reading stuff, guys, looking at stuff. It's fun to me, but it's not exciting. It's reading company financial reports, right? If you don't know what a 10K is, if you haven't ever looked at an SEC filing, how are you going to expect to have these outsized financial returns, right? You're not even speaking in the language or partaking in the space that's going to give you the knowledge to be able to understand these things. You need to understand the flow of money, what capitalization tables look like, all of these things that truly make up what it means to invest in something outside of some headline somewhere. All headlines are just they're just created to get you to feel an emotion on that day, then they're going to generate another one to get you to feel some other way, right? So you need to understand all the background information. So read. You will be so much further than your peers in life if you just read something. It doesn't have to be a book, but it needs to be information, right? Just raw, unopinionated, not news, right? I'm not talking about news, I'm talking about information. Don't ask me where, go do your fucking homework, figure it out. 2 is investing, right? So time and money, you need to be investing, right? So paying yourself. You need to, if you weren't putting hay in the barn now, definitely put some hay in the barn now. Make smart choices. Figure out what is something to take a good 5-year risk on, if you can manage that timetable, and just sit tight. We're all gonna be here on the same journey. And I just remembered that my mic is mobile, so I can actually walk over here and talk at the same time. So read, find things to invest in, and be patient. You read every day somebody who found, whether it's on Reddit, Twitter, whatever, someone who has some crazy return, and That's because they were showing up. You know, they're not talking about the fact that they were doing this for years and years and years or whatever, right? Same with me, all my big returns, you know, my 10x plays, I've had a few 1000% returns, even more than that, right? And it's because I had, you know, smaller returns every day, losses, days where we're flat, right? Days where I didn't do anything. That's the only way, is you gotta play every day. So take your time, life is long, you know, so be smart in the long term, be aggressive in the short term, and yeah, keep playing the game, guys. That's it. Please like this video, subscribe. Appreciate you. Leave comments down below, and see you in the next one.